All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. And yeah, that's quite a thing to start the morning news with, Dancing Fool. As I said yesterday, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But welcome to the show, folks. Right, everything should be working now. We're a couple minutes late here, but I made some coffee. All right, so welcome to the show, folks. Today we're playing Ace Combat Infinity multiplayer again, hopefully with less crashes. The revival team has been hard at work all week attempting to, pin down the sources of the crashes, and they seem to have succeeded. They were doing several experimental patches which did improve performance, but they were releasing them basically every day, so I decided to hold off for a little bit until they figured out exactly what the hell was going on here. I was playing in the background, and you might notice, hey, it's a new plane you got there, Horace, and well, you might not be able to see it because my head's in the way, but, boy, Horace, that's a whole lot of money you've certainly got, all of a sudden. What happened with that one? Did you win the plane lottery? No, but, I did some general testing on how the game handles, and look, the balance right now doesn't exist, so really, you kinda have to edit the save a little bit, which can be done in the launcher. It's fairly easy. However, yeah, the ace planes you just can't compete with unless you actually, level up the tree planes to level 100, well, 100, I wish. Level 20. The balance is quite skewed against the super awesome ace planes that you can get at any time. You can go into the hangar and then go into the special supply items or skilled pilot medal exchange and buy numerous bullshit planes for currency that you can just give yourself in the launcher. So, you could buy this whenever you want. However, they're incredibly fucking unbalanced. So if you actually want to play any of the tree planes, you kinda have to up the ante. So this is kind of the state that we're in. However, I did find a tree plane that works for me, and it's the Tornado. Because the Tornado has cruise missiles, and those are effectively working man's burst missiles. This is what we're doing to actually compete with the bullshit ace planes, and it's really the only thing we can do. Some planes are competitive, but it's kind of all over the place. Like, some people have gotten the Phantoms to be really competitive in a lot of matches. However, I also tried the A6 Intruder and the Prowler. They can put up a fight, but they're not exactly fantastic. So, it's kind of... Really, you just kind of have to go in there and see and, upgrade your planes and see exactly what's going to hold its own in the environment where there basically is no balance. However, we have a couple of things we can try. Now, the new update gave you more than 4 upgrade or aircraft sets, so that's good. There was a sort of a jury-rigged hotfix that could give you these, but now it's concluded in the launcher, so you can have, I believe it's 40 upgrade sets to make whatever build that you want. Now, firstly, we have this set, which is specifically under 1,500 cost, which is the lowest matchmaking room restriction that you can apply. At this level, you can have most stock planes or most early planes at level 20 or near it, and then have custom parts to actually make them competitive. You can still bring in super planes and the ace planes, however, they have to downrank their planes, and I found that it's mostly fair in that environment. However, if that don't work, we have the same plane with basically no restrictions on it. I've leveled it up and put as much as I possibly can on it, and should that fail, we have the Shamrock F-15E from Ace Combat 6, which also has cruise missiles and is one of the three planes that gets them. And, that's cost over 2,000, so, we're gonna win. Unless somebody's really fucking good on the enemy team, we're gonna win, or we're gonna put up a pretty fair fight, and it's gonna be close. But we're not gonna do that immediately out of the gate, but we'll go to the bar with Shamrock any day of the week. So, we're gonna try and be sporting. And so we're gonna use the under 1,500 build for the Tornado first, and we're gonna see how this goes. And we're gonna sit here continuing to grind the game, and we're gonna see what kind of matches we can get to. I found that with the Tornado, with the, I haven't tried the under 1,500 build, but with the 1,700 build, you can get pretty close matches. I was keeping up with a Wyvern, the like, last night. He won, but it's because I made a mistake and I used too many of my cruise missiles on single targets. And also my wingman dropped the ball and got 2,000 points overall. I got 60... I think it was 67,200, and the Wyvern got 67,800. I was basically off by 1 kill. He still won by 20,000 points, but that was my wingman dropping the ball and not me. I basically was keeping almost exact pace, even exceeding the Wyvern, you know, through most of the match. But the problem was that by the time the final phase rolled around and there were more ground targets to nuke, I didn't have any fucking cruise missiles left. Lesson learned! So you could still be competitive, but you have to be smart if you're playing a tree plane. However, some planes with different weapon systems like anti-ship missiles are apparently very competitive if you have all the upgrades, and a lot of ships on a lot of planes on the tree have those. Yes, ship warfare. Ace Combat ship warfare. Project Aces does battle stations midway. That'd be fun to see, but not what we're talking about. So it's kind of trial and error with any of the tree planes to get them to work, but I'd highly recommend upgrading them to level 20 and then seeing what kind of, you know, what your capabilities actually are before you play around with cost. But, balance don't exist. Take that into account. But, so, let's get into the game and start playing. First, let me move the chat over here to the top there, and then I clicked on OBS again, and then I minimized it! Genius plays by all. Anyway. Okay, so let's see what's out there. We'll join a 1,500 cost room if it's available. But, you know, the player base is still quite small, so, unfortunately, you know, you kind of just, you roll what you got. I got, okay, matching rate 1,500. Alright, that's, oh, it didn't reset my matchmaking. They released an update that will now reset your penalty rank. Because, you know, we had a lot of crashes and that was nuking our... Hey! Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's not as bad as that's not as bad as it could be. That sound you may have heard was my cat throwing up a hairball on top of my computer tower. That could have been very bad. You watch that. Fortunately, V is a genius and has never really learned how to not overeat. Oh, we have 1 stock fuel. Amazing. Right, okay, so we're gonna use the 1700 build. Because there's no match restrictions here and we don't exactly know what these fuckers are bringing, but we can move with that. We're still using the Tornado and we're trying to be a little bit more sporting than just saying, fuck it, use an ace plane. Though, I can't stop anybody from using whatever plane they want, and, you know, God bless, this game should not be working, and it's a small miracle on top of a miracle that we have it right now, so just have fun. But if you want the matches to be close... Wow, okay. As I was saying, if you want the matches to be close, you're gonna have to cheat a little bit, but you can still cheat with the tree planes and still have fairly close matches. Okay, so let's find another room. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, Stalk-Q. He's in the Discord. Alright, so this is a 1,500 or less room, and we have 1,469? $89. Oh, so we have the man himself on our team with an AV-8B. God bless. He's a good player. He's also Belkin, according to the icon.
Be advised, I am now assigning provisional squadron posts. Your call sign is now Alpha 2.
A Draken, huh?
We will now take part in the defense of the Aerospace Center. If we lose this facility, the enemy will have the upper hand.
So we're gonna leave the center to him, I'm gonna go to the middle.
Try to destroy
Well, that's the
as many
wrong fucking
hostiles
way.
as possible.
Whoops.
Whichever team destroys more of them will get a bonus. Clear to engage.
Okay, we can put up a fight with air targets, but, you know, our specialty is, of course, mostly ground.
Target locked.
This leg!
Good kill.
Missiles off of me!
Destroyed. Target sunk. Locked on.
Take care of those planes in a bit.
Good kill.
Planes. F and there we go.
Bait, evade!
Okay, good. Splash.
Good kill. Data link setup complete. All units work together to strike the enemy. Locked on. Target sunk. Fire!
Miss. Hold down too hard. Okay, good.
Kill.
Five over there. We want to go after SP targets because obviously they're worth more points. The idea with the tornadoes, you flatten basically everything, but this is not really a ground attack engagement.
All targets destroyed. Well done.
All right, it's still close. 56 to 59. All right.
New hostile flight detected. All units, you are free to attack in the manner of your choice. Move. Fire!
Okay, good. I can get those with one. All right, good. Get these and then go for the planes.
Target sunk. Good kill. They changed missile types? Be advised, the bandits are equipped with multiple types of weaponry. Don't let your opponent read you. 2 bandits left.
Good, got it.
One bandit left.
A little out of the fight there, but oh well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
All hostile units.
I think I got that one.
Destroyed.
Oh, fuck! Do a Cobra!
Updating target info. Wipe up all remaining hostile forces at once.
Okay, we want those planes. Where are the ace planes? There they are. Unfortunately, someone's got longer range missiles than me. I'm a bomber, after all. Nope. Okay. Splatter it is. All right.
Within gun range. AA gun destroyed. Locked on. Missile launched. Good kill.
All right, only air targets left.
2 minutes left. Within gun range. Target locked.
Nope.
Missile
Oh, come on! Damn. Bombers have a tracking penalty, and unfortunately you can feel it at this rank. Oh, gun kill. Good.
target down.
Nope. Guy's outranging me with longer range missiles. Can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, this is more air-to-air than air-to-ground, so this is where we kind of lose out.
Hurry with the final check for launch. 1 minute left.
Mission dependent. I haven't really found an air-to-air specific build yet that for 1500.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ignition sequence start. 3.
And that's the ball game.
1. Ignition.
We lost by nearly 30,000 points, but that's not as terrible as it could be. Really, we were keeping competitive through most of that. However, again, air-to-air engagement versus air-to-ground.
All systems 30 seconds. Good to go.
So I need to find myself a good air-to-air plane, but I haven't done the legwork for that one. I basically just got the tornado moving properly.
Launch successful. Hostile forces evacuating. Operation successful. Just what you'd expect from the chosen warriors. Keep
That's
it up.
closer than it is usually with, you know, playing against ace planes, because we'll be, like, scraping, like, 90,000, and the enemy team will have 200,000.
Bravo team produced some serious
Although,
numbers.
now that I think about it,
Better start
hey,
thinking about how you'll use them.
there is a Yupio Typhoon in the shop. Hey, now wait a minute. Perhaps I could try that, though we kind of do want to actually, you know, get the... we want to root for the tree planes rather than the ace planes, because everybody's playing the ace planes, but oh well. Unfortunately, not much ground attack targets to actually attack that mission, so I was kind of out of place. Eventually, you learn, you know, which missions are bad for you, but I'm still trying to basically put a plane that I know works through its paces to see exactly how far I can push it. And in this case, yeah, the Tornado, good plane, competitive plane. The problem is that if you're on a mission without any ground targets that you can't steal from everyone, you're probably not going to win. That was mostly decided by the airplanes. Okay, we have unlocked the Fencer, which is basically just the Tornado but Russian, more or less, in terms of balance. Okay, Adriatic. That's mostly a ground attack mission. That should be better for me and the AV-8 up there. I know Stallcube's a good player. He was obviously, you know, hamstringing himself playing the AV-8. But that was clearly not the mission for ground attack. This one, more so. Also, we might get a special raid after this. We might have to crank out something ridiculous. Oh, right. Ready up, dumbass! Okay, so now I've got the Typhoon player on my team, which might be better or worse because this is a dedicated ground attack. So now we're fighting against Stallcube if he's still playing a ground attack plane. Oh, he's playing the Draken. Okay. Okay. The Draken's kind of painful, but if you fully upgrade it, it's, you know, it's mostly better. At stock, it's kind of awful.
Be advised, I
Okay.
am now assigning provisional squadron posts. Your call sign is now Bravo 1. Commencing liberation operation along the coast of the Adriatic Sea. Try to destroy as many hostiles as possible.
Okay,
Whichever
we're looking
team
for big
destroys
clusters
more
of
will get a
enemies.
bonus.
Big clusters of enemies.
Clear to engage. Clear the path! AA gun destroyed. Good kill. Is that pirate flying a custom plane? I can't hit it at all. Ignore him. It's a modded plane. We
Mine.
won't be able to hit it.
boy. I kind of miss ECM because I was fucking around in the Prowler and that was actually pretty good at that.
Damage report. Stay focused. Sam destroyed. Fire.
Okay, big cluster, big cluster, big... Ah, there.
Water sprays blocking our view. Hit. Vehicle destroyed. Data link setup complete. All units work together to strike the enemy.
Ah, I'm fine.
Good kill. Within gun range.
Okay.
Target locked.
Damn it. Cruise missile didn't hit the ground fast enough.
4 minutes left. If this keeps up,
Ah.
your opponent's going to earn the ace title here.
Still close.
All targets destroyed. Well done. Received an emergency call from HQ. We now have an emergency mission.
Martin has not installed the game yet, though I have given him the... Oh my god, it's the fucking Synfaxi! Nuke it!
Be advised.
Okay, can we damage it? There it is, okay.
UAVs.
Nuke it!
Continue the attack.
That was mine, by the way. I hit all the planes as they were coming off the fucking ramp.
Missile away. Locked on.
Oh, Salt. No, no, no! Yeah!
Target sunk. Beautiful work.
Alright, Bravo's in the lead, with a healthy lead after obliterating everything coming out of the Synfaxi.
At once.
I am unfortunately out of cruise missiles. Acceptable losses. Okay, yeah, that gave us a healthy lead, but we still got to keep going until the end here. But I'm going to be doing it with standard missiles only because I just ran out of cruise missiles.
Good kill. Tank destroyed. Check remaining forces.
Okay, go for the pillboxes. Those are primaries.
Box 2.
I don't care about the ground fire. I'll be fine.
Within gun range.
That ground isn't even where it's supposed to be. That ground is a fucking bold-faced lie by high command. That ground is propaganda.
Box 2. Go, go, go! Target destroyed. Target sunk.
Ooh, okay.
2 minutes left.
I'm just kind of driving it straight through hell to keep our lead. Okay, try for the planes. Okay, well, our air-to-air guy has the planes. I'll keep it to ground targets.
Fire! Stand your ground! Locked on.
Go away! On target! Uh-oh. Ow, that was the ground. Okay, now I might get clicked out of the air because I tapped the ground. Remember, the ground's a lie, though. Fuck the ground. The ground is a myth.
Target sunk. Break through the defense line. That's where you're the aces. Break the limit with us.
Oh, it's getting close.
1 minute left. Locked on. Frag, frag.
Come on, hit. Son of a bitch. Track. Okay, one hit. Come on. Track.
30 seconds.
Oh, it's gonna come down to the
Operation successful. Just when you'd expect
Close.
the chosen warriors.
Close. You see, that's the problem. I ran out of my special weapons, and suddenly I can't splatter kill literally everything. That's the problem with running this at 1500.
Alpha team produced some serious numbers.
Close, though. I absolutely fucking obliterated the Synfaxi. That was my win for the game. As shown by my score. Close, and that's where we like it. Close and competitive. Yeah, down to the wire there. That's the game at its best, when we have this. This is much better than losing by 100,000 points to a fucking ace plate. So, close. Well played. I absolutely obliterated that fucking submarine, though. I got all of the aircraft that it spawned immediately as they existed because they were in the blast radius of the cruise missile. But again, probably just using the cruise missiles too much. I should probably rely more on standard missiles. That's a gameplay sort of, style that I need to adapt to. But as you can see, I was using them against two targets that were close together, and maybe I should stop doing that. Should probably pace it better. That's probably my issue, because at the last phase, you saw there were a lot more targets clustered together, and I have no cruise missiles! So that's kind of the problem with running it like this. And now we pull out the bullshit plates, because, oh fuck, it's an emergency sortie. Stonehenge? Alright, fuck it. Now, if the guy running the lobby has any sense, he will allow us to actually take 1,500 planes. We could do this in the tornado, but come on now. It's the fucking... it's the emergency order. Come on now. Oh well, I guess not, but we're gonna have to nuke Stonehenge then. Okay, he's still taking the Draken, but he had the fucking Falcon already up on the lineup. Honestly, this is what I wanted the multiplayer at 7 to be, as did I. So this is where the game is actually operating at its best. Oh my god, they're red now. My god, I haven't played this mission, so I have no idea what red means, but my god, they're red!
Commencing further attack on Stonehenge. The enemy has placed multiple ECM units in the vicinity of Stonehenge. While being jammed by these units, you will be unable to attack the railgun.
Oh, we gotta go in.
Okay,
he's got that one, I got this
one. Destroy all the ECM units and stop the jamming. Then launch an all-out attack on Stonehenge.
Or not? Fucking pick one.
First, destroy all of the ECM units.
Oh.
Railgun fire.
Oh, no. Oh. Whoa! Okay, maybe that's why it's red. Got it.
Red areas will be affected by the explosions. No matter how low your altitude is, if you're in the danger zone on your radar, you may take fragmentary damage.
Okay, you know what? We'll just do this with story.
Stay out of these danger zones. The ECM units have been placed in 4 separate areas. It's impossible to lock on to the ECM units. Attack using machine guns or unguided bombs.
Alright, Buddy's over there going for the next set. Fine.
Unable to lock on. Destroy the ECM units using machine guns or unguided weapons. We'll worry about the railgun later.
Alright, good. We're good.
The attack on the railgun will take place after all the ECM units have been destroyed. All air units, split up and destroy them.
Hey! fucking Excalibur protective movements I can see. Wondrous.
Must inflict enough damage to cripple the enemy forces in the time available. 4 minutes left.
Got it.
All ECM units confirm destroyed.
Clipped it with the machine gun at long range.
Hold it. We have bandits incoming at high speed.
Oh, wondrous.
All units, jam down. Engage and destroy. It's the defense force. Be careful.
Oh god, it's the yellows.
These pilots are very skilled. Even more skilled than the enemies you faced so far.
So this is mostly cooperative. As you can see, we don't have scores for each team. We're all just in this together, which is nice. Because we technically are all speaking, factually, we all are in this together. We're just trying to get more money than the other team.
Use your machine gun round to destroy the 3 ECM devices in the center of the circle. We can't lay a finger on Stonehenge itself until the ECM's offline.
Good.
All units, destroy the ECM site. ECM Unit 1, destroy. ECM Unit 2, destroy. One more ECM
Milk it.
unit under pressure. Radar is clear. I don't care if we lost mobility. Just focus on jamming and hit you. That's a all-out attack on Stonehenge. It's payback time. All units, attack and
That hit a building. Okay, maybe using the cruise missiles on Stonehenge was a good idea.
enemy reinforcements.
Because those are quite chewy. That'll take it out of one, right? No, it didn't.
4 minutes left in the operation.
Whoa!
Gun destroyed.
Okay, a couple more ground targets to take out. We're gonna get those because we want an S rank.
System. We have more blips from the radar. More enemy reinforcements confirmed.
Alright, yep, that's it. Okay.
Enemies moving in. Enemies at close range. Here they come.
Okay.
One gun remaining. Wipe out all remaining hostile forces at once.
Okay, no, don't. We're getting the planes. Alright, we're getting the planes.
Target locked.
Hey! Okay, we got it. S-ray. Alright.
All guns confirmed destroyed. Good job. Stonehenge has been completely destroyed. You will receive some special titles for this.
Okay, now where was I? Only 38,000? Oh, man. Oh, well, we got an S rank, and that was technically cooperative anyway. I guess it came down to more plane kills? Probably more plane kills. Gesture. Okay. Oops, accidentally hit no. I kind of need that part. Shooting star, huh? Alright, no reason to stay in the same room here, but okay, so let's see here. Right, the hangar. I need to go buy those stupid things off the tree that I didn't buy. As you can see, I'm making some progress here, and there are some things you can do to actually, hurry up the progress here. Because Aircraft research and part research is decided at random at the completion of every mission. However, you can use aircraft research reports to grab a plane that you want, that you have the rank to unlock, and part research parts to, you know, speed up the process of buying, say, this. I don't have any part research parts, though, so I can't actually get that. Oops, need to edit my save. But primarily speaking, the thing that limits you the most, like the revolve here. Oh, that was upgrade, not buy. I already had that, right? Okay, so you could do that from the tree. Primarily, it's rank that depends on what you can unlock, and that's what's limiting us from, you know, coming all the way over here to the Night Raven. But you can hurry this along, and you can play this a little bit better than, you know, you could play on live, because we're not limited to 3 fucking sorties a day. But so, this works, these matches are competitive, and this is where the game is really at its best here. Now, we could go find a super bullshit game, but that's basically any other lobby. But, to keep this moving, let's see what else is out there, because we already played Adriatic. Okay, so, right, do not restrict group units. 6 players. 8-player games are kind of an ass to wait for. But okay, so, Dubai Night Assault. Okay. Now, we're going to be bullshit, and we're going to see how it goes, because everybody else is going to be probably bullshit in this lobby now that there's no limit. But so, that was a cost 1500 lobby, and as you can see, the games get very fucking close. And you could play the game like that, and honestly, that's probably what I'm going to be doing when, you know, Eggroll's has the game installed, and Martin is going to be installing the game. If we can get a couple more people in on this, those are probably the lobbies that I'm going to host for the stream. So that everybody can, you know, start getting adjusted to the game, and, you know, we're not constantly having to fight some asshole on a super plane. We'll play this, and then I think I will stop for a moment, and I will go see about that UPO Typhoon, which, why the hell not? Granted, I do have the silly Newcom plane that I could upload, I could upgrade to whatever fucking level I want now, and the endgame Newcom planes are very, very expensive. Well, the Ace Combat 3 planes, in general, they're particularly expensive to upgrade. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the Shamrock F-15, and we're going to see how that goes. Currently upgrading the Jolly Rogers FA-18. Excellent taste, sir. Somewhat impressive how he can tunnel vision chat. Somewhat? I mean, I've got nicotine and coffee, so I'm up and alert. So unfortunately, sometimes I can tunnel vision away and tunnel vision, you know, towards the chat. But yes, Destroyer. Right. Limbus Company. I have not been keeping up with Limbus Company. Actually, well, I have, but I just see all the fucking porn. Ah, there's a new Otis ID, and so my feed is filled with Otis art. And now we're kind of comically outranking everybody, but my thing is I just have cruise missiles. I have not been keeping up with Olympus Company at all, though, Destroyer. One day. A better day. Oh.
Be advised, I am now assigning provisional squadron posts.
Oh, well, hey, we've got a Pixie F-15. Those things are bullshit. And they've got an Adler.
Ambush successful.
All right, weapons free. This is an
destroy
all
as many
bullshit
hostiles as
match.
possible. Whichever team destroys more of them will get a bonus. Clear to engage. Registering all units for data link connection.
Yep, there's the
In
burst
gun
missile.
range.
You see, I also have those, but I'm a little bit more sporting about having those. But I basically have working man burst missiles.
Good kill.
Alright, well, time to nuke Dubai.
Locked on.
Okay, those are on buildings. Yep, there we go. I still got some kills in there, but yep, there we go.
Good kill.
I upgraded the plane to level 20, and now as you can see, she's very twitchy.
Missile launched.
Where the hell are those planes? I can't see anything over the fucking burst missiles.
Target locked.
That's not really a cluster. Yep.
Target sunk. Fire.
My eyes!
Data link setup complete. All units work together to strike the enemy.
I mean, it's not like Dubai hasn't earned it. Somewhat true.
Target locked. All
Okay.
targets destroyed.
But as you can see here, this is just me. I'm not high G turning, but this is now high G turning at normal turn.
We now have an emergency
This is
mission.
something to step into after the tornado.
All units, you have
The Night
raised
Raven
your
is
commander of your choice.
even worse.
Locked on me. Within gun range.
And then the Adler's burst missiling everybody in midair.
They changed missile types? Be advised, the bandits are equipped with multiple types of weaponry. Don't let your opponent read you. 4 minutes left. 2 bandits left. 1 bandit left.
Come on.
All hostile
Nope.
units in the enemy squadron destroyed.
Okay, still close, but
Well
okay.
Updating target info. Wipe up all remaining hostile forces at once. Locked on.
Yep, that's I was trying to get my missiles off before that happened. And unfortunately, my cruise missiles did not hit their target. What the fuck happened there? Also, you can dumbfire drop these
Locked on.
and just explode everything around you, which I should probably start doing, honestly, if I get too low.
Box 2. AA gun destroyed.
Yeah, I think that's all at the ground.
Target locked.
That did not actually hit that. Okay, good.
Within gun range.
Okay, now it's air kills, but it looks like we're just short.
Missile away. Hostile
Yep.
forces evacuating.
I couldn't turn around. I'm trying to orient on targets, but this is not
The chosen warrior.
as smooth as it is in modern Ace Combat games. The target, what I typically do is I typically orbit around the target selection, but the target selection isn't as good as it is in like 7, for example, or even the other games. It's
Better
really
start thinking about how you'll use them.
kind of odd. Like, it's a little bit of a bitch to actually orient around targets because the target cycling doesn't actually cycle around the targets like nearest. And yet, unfortunately, what got them was not the Adler, but the dude in the Mobius 1 F-22 with the blue cockpit. Still a fairly close game if we're just playing with complete bullshit all around. So, if you want to play this, you just have to find your bullshit ace plane and upgrade it, then come in here. This game also exists. So, you can still have fun like this. It's just that you trying to mix this game and the other game, well, you'll win if you're the bullshit ace plane, but it's not exactly fun for anyone else. Okay, now we can unlock the F-15C, nice. But we're mostly waiting on ranks rather than this, because as soon as I upgrade ranks, I can then go down the tree and get more shit. How the fuck do you miss with air burst? My guess is that... Oh, this is mostly a ground attack mission. Alright, good. My guess is the missiles collided with a building and detonated before they reached the target, and thus didn't actually, you know, hit the target. The cruise missiles don't have much of a Z-axis, so when they hit the ground, they go, you know, horizontally across the ground, but they don't go up or down very much. So if I were to hit, say, an AA position on top of a building, it would not hit the guys underneath the building. So unfortunately, this is what happens when we use somewhat gentlemanly sporting burst missiles. They have shortcomings. But this is mostly a ground attack mission. Avalon is the ground attack mission from what I've seen. That and Pipeline Destruction. But Pipeline Destruction still has a fair amount of planes. Avalon is just all ground targets.
Be advised, I am now assigning provisional squadron posts. Your call sign is now Alpha 1. We will now commence Liberation Operation OEL Mike. Whichever team destroys more of them will get a bonus. Try to destroy
we want to
as
get
many
those guys
hostiles as
in there, and then one
Clear
of
to
them
engage.
right about out there.
Now there's a guy who loves his plane. A real model pilot. Battling
Okay, see, that would actually hit low enough to actually get the rest of the targets, which is good.
Good kill.
That's a building, but the game didn't tell me that that building was going to be in the way. You can't really fucking tell.
Fire! Ignore him. It's a modded plane. We won't be able
Sometimes the terrain desync gets you, and certain things that you see in front of you aren't actually there, as far as the server is concerned. But visually, you know, you'll fly through a piece of terrain or a building.
Locked on.
We want big
kill.
clusters. Someone has the satellite cannon!
Missile launch.
Okay, that might be able to get through the building. Nope.
Within gun range.
Nope. See, that's where you just use burst missiles at long range for. You just hurl that shit out there. This we don't have to worry about overextending ourselves, but yeah, most of the ground targets are now dead. Way to go, guys!
Data link setup complete. All units work together to strike the enemy. Target destroyed.
Alright, that's just the first phase. We're only down by about 20,000.
Well done. Received an emergency call from HQ. We now have an emergency mission. Hostile forces have commenced their ECM attack. Assessing the current situation.
And that was the Adler.
We've got hostile bandits approaching. Increase output.
One where there's a guy not already there, please.
Locked on.
Okay, that should get both of them.
Good kill.
It only, nope, it only damaged the ECM vehicle, but I got one. Okay, good.
Hostile reinforcements. Take them out. Within gun range. Fox 2.
Ooh, cool, but hey, die already. Not to somebody else! I don't get paid for that.
All targets destroyed.
Yeah, no, we lost out terribly on that one.
Updating target info.
There's a random
Wipe
cruise
all
missile
remaining
heading to
hostile
someone's
forces at
house.
once. Target locked. Missile launched. Sam down.
Ah, yes, helicopters in this area.
Hit.
Bomb.
Good kill.
Show off! I don't think we're winning against that, guys. I see we're setting the stage for Metro 33 down there, guys. Is there gonna be anything left of Moscow to defend?
Good kill.
You see, at this point, you can't be angry because it's just all bullshit. And if you want to, like, if you want to win better in this situation, you just get something with burst missiles or hell, like the Fenrir or something. Oh, that's a blackjack.
2 minutes left.
I still didn't get the kill because I was actually holding back for a second. Damn.
Target locked.
Nope.
Locked on me.
See, unfortunately, we're gonna have to be even more bullshit to win in this environment. Because there are tiers to the bullshit.
Forces evacuating. Operation successful. Just what you'd expect from the Chosen Warriors. Keep it up next time, too.
Epic has announced Unreal Engine 6. Well, you see, that's the thing.
Bravo team
Though
produced some
the
serious
engines are
numbers.
good, but the problem is the people using them have no idea what they're doing, and that's the major issue with Unreal. Like, for example, I think Ace Combat 7 uses UE5 or UE4, but it runs on Unreal in some description. Asus knows what the fuck they're doing, and that's why the game doesn't run like shit. Hey, I'm the best on my team! I'm third place! You know, behind the Mobius 1, you know, the Mobius 1, F-22 and, you know, the Fenrir with the satellite cannon, probably. I didn't catch who's who in that environment, but yes. And then there's Shamrock! So what I'm hearing is people are going to understand even less how to optimize shit for Unreal. Yes, that's usually the issue. That's what I was getting to. Unreal Engine's, you know, performance and, like, how the game, like, how the games on them function is entirely dependent on how well the development team actually knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, for example, Asus is using Unreal pretty well right now, and they're probably one of the standouts for good Unreal Engine games. Everyone else is a fucking retard. B7R. Well, on that note, I'm gonna miss that game, but on that note, let's go have a look-see here. Where is that UPO Typhoon? But yeah, so, like I just said, Unreal Engine, Unreal Engine in general, I almost said Unreal Engine 3. God, I'm old. Anyway, the engine itself is good, but it has a lot of quick fixes that developers lean on tremendously and think, oh, well, I don't have to do anything else. I'll just turn this on. And the game runs like shit because they're not actually optimizing their game or doing anything properly. They're just relying on a lot of shortcuts and quick fixes that the engine offers. But you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to actually optimize your game. And there's a lot of bullshit in the engine that they should turn off or get rid of, that since they're not going into the nuts and bolts really and just using shortcuts, they don't know what to do with to reduce or remove. So I wouldn't say that is, like, Unreal Engine, it's not a bad thing. It's just that the landscape of, like, AAA game development is full of morons who don't know how to do anything but do quick fixes. So that's that's the crux of the issue. But anyway, so now you saw, well, the second match wasn't terribly close at all, but you saw the first match where, you know, depending on the situation, you can also compete in the bullshit contest. You know, it's kind of like Modern Warships in a way, where like the base game is like the entry level of the game is actually somewhat balanced and, you know, has some interesting mechanics, and then the end, like the end game is just it's a bullshit styling contest. It's pay to win, but in this case we don't have to spend any money to do this, and that's really the good thing. Really, you try as hard as you want to in these cases, so because you can just get a bullshit plane whenever the fuck you want. But anyway, so let's go see, because I forgot exactly where that is. So in the special supply items catalog. I don't know if it's in this or the Ace Pilot, but I will look. Okay, so let's see. And as you can see that there's plenty of planes that are incredibly bullshit that you can fly around in. Even this thing, which I don't advise, but they're funny. See, maybe you can run a lobby where if one of the players is too super good, like if they get MVP, you have to fly one of these. Like if you get MVP, it's a demotion to one of these. And all of the Idolmaster planes, which, you know, funny, I kind of wish these things were back because they just had a little bit more character. Like, and it's not just the foofy fucking skins, they actually changed gameplay mechanics. Like, I'm pretty sure the Chihaya F-15 still immediately noses over if you take a single hit. I can't remember exactly which one does that. But I'm pretty sure they still abide by certain mechanics, though the Drifto A-10 is not here, which is very sad. And then there's the Idolmaster B2, which... I'm gonna just buy that just to flashbang people. It's a terrible plane, actually. It's actually really, really bad unless you fully upgrade it. And it's still kind of hamstrung as far as the B2 goes, or like the bombers in general go, but just to flashbang people. It's funny. It's like, you know, you're being the pilot of the, you know, the 747 that the girl band flies around in. Okay, let's see here. Where the hell is it? It may not be in here, it may be in Skilled Pilots, which is where a lot of the other ones... Oh, these are skins. Right, okay, so it's not here. So, meanwhile, in the other very expensive shop, which I'm gonna have to restart the game in order to get, because I don't have any more Skilled Pilot medals, because I bought the Electrosphere title, because I was fucking around with the you know, the flying microwave, the Prowler, and my joke is it's a flying Wi-Fi hotspot. So I am the internet plane. But it's not... It's competitive, but it's not terribly good. Okay, there's the PJF-16. There's the... As we saw, the Blue Cockpit F-22. As we saw it actually doing really good. You too can come over here and just buy that shit if you want it. There's also, funny enough, there's a red mode. And Tara, fucking... Oh, right, yeah, no. Join Assault. So, do you want Blue Cockpit F-22 or Red Cockpit F-22? Choose. And then there's that fucking thing, which I never want to see again. Okay, so there's the Rena SU-37 and also the Scarface SU-35. The Scarface SU-33 is still in the games, but for some reason it's been disabled, and I haven't actually had an answer as to why they did that. But it was in the game when we first played it. And there's the Fenrir itself. There's two variants of the Fenrir in the game, and then there's the Rena Night Raven, but that's reserved for cute tomboy GFs that are autistic about planes. And so I will refrain from flying this, because it just ain't right. Also the same thing with the Nagasaki planes. Probably canceled a tech tree for it. I don't know what's going on, but it was available initially, but it was removed off the tech tree for some reason, because it was there when the revival update went live, but it's disappeared now. So maybe it causes crashes or something, I don't know. I didn't get a straight answer. I'll ask around in the Discord later, I guess. Okay, but where is it? Is it just a skin? Ah, there it is. Oh, it's Fiona's. I mean, well, sure, but we know we were all flying those, and we don't have a Coffin SU-33 or 34 or whatever mark the Coffin SU is, or the Fulcrum. We don't have a UPO Fulcrum, I don't think. Yeah, those are the two starting planes. You got the Typhoon and the Fulcrum, but I don't think we have a UPO skin for the Fulcrum. Okay, so we need 20 skilled pilot medals. I need to restart the game for that. Hang on! Bop, bop, ba, ba da 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 da, ba da. So the launcher itself has its own save editor, so you more or less just come over here and say, it'll read your account. It now does that on startup, so it'll read your account files, and then it'll just, and you could just put in whatever fucking value you want. So, read from files to update it after I've played. And then we will do, let's see here, skilled pilot medals, we need 20. So we will add 20. Right to files. And then we just start the game back up. Now that the new update or the new stable release is up, I may make an install tutorial and some, tips and tricks, I suppose, but we'll see about that after the day. If nobody else makes one, I guess I can. It'd help a lot of people, but the one thing I will say outright is that, do not go into their Discord and ask where to download the game, because obviously we're trying to keep this above the belt here, so they're not going to condone or facilitate piracy. So you're going to have to get the game files yourself. The legal way, well, the legally gray way of doing it is dumping it off your own PS3 that has the game still installed. But yeah, don't go into the Discord and ask, where do I download the game? Because they're not going to tell you, and anybody who tries to post links will get banned immediately. We're trying to keep this legally above the belt. Okay, so. Oh, hey, login bonuses. These actually work, by the way. Money! And fuel! I mean, that would have been fucking amazing to have. Because that was the old way of doing things. You could buy fuel, or you had 3 a day, basically. And that was it, more or less. And then you had login bonuses for additional fuel, so you could actually play, the game more. This is a terrible monetization system, honestly. But now we don't care, because you have infinite fuel, more or less. The stocked fuel is just there to increase player progression, but you have infinite supplied fuel, I believe? So you can play the game as much as you goddamn want. But okay, so, now. Okay, so we want hangar. Right, and skilled pilot medal. So let's have a look at that UPO Typhoon. An increased level cap acquired. Right, okay, so it's a 4-star plane, and these are generally the bullshit level planes. So you have, like, you had the 1-star, which was the B2 Idolmaster. If you want to be Mobius 1 in his, in his retirement flying idols around, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how these, how the rankings vary, but obviously, as you could probably imagine, some bullshit ace planes are more bullshit than other planes. Like, I've seen this thing flying around and it's complete bullshit. Or one of the other red SUs. But okay, so edit aircraft sets. So we have the new comm, the R101, but let's give a shout out to old UPO. And let us all believe in the economic opportunity of peace. Anyway. So we've got it. Also, I have the Dick Bong P-38 over here if we want to try it. These are actually really good if you fully upgrade these. I saw one guy flying this 2 days ago. He got 80,000 points and was MVP on my team. These things actually do work if you upgrade and specialize in them. I also got the Spitfire one with invasion stripes. This I got for free, and I think you get this for free for ranking up to lieutenant. Okay, so where is... I probably have to buy it, right? Oh! Oh, well there it is! Huh. I guess everyone now has that for free, because I didn't buy that. Oh, well, there it is. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the SU-33 Scarface 1 was not released while the game was live. It was in the game files and was probably, maybe at some point intended to be released, but it wasn't actually playable when the game was alive on PS3. Now we can play it, and so, frankly, this is the cover plane. To me, at least. So, if you want a super good plane, I'm assuming that this is now given to everyone just whenever, so it should be in the available to order tab, because I didn't buy this, so it just kind of suddenly arrived here. But to me, for the Revival project, this is the cover plane, because it's a new plane for a new era, and you actually have this over the people who were playing Infinity while it was live. So, we'll look into that as well. We'll fuck around with this too. Okay, so where there it is. So let me demonstrate the amazing task of upgrading one of these planes once you actually have it. So owned, right? Okay, so what do we have on this plane? Okay, we have high-capacity air-to-air missiles, which are kind of terrible. They're okay fully upgraded, but they're kind of terrible. 6 air-to-air missiles, which is probably what we're going to be using, and then high-velocity air-to-air missiles, which I have not actually tested, but generally those are pretty good as well. Honestly, you probably want, like, semi-actives more than that, but the balance of Infinity is unique, so certain things may be more bullshit than others. So we're kind of, this is an AMRAAM boat now. That's how we're going to use it. So, we bought the plane. It's level 1. And now we will just sit here upgrading this. And this is why I gave myself infinite money, by the way. Or rather, $900 million. You can skip this, by the way. So now we're gonna crank this all the way up, and we're gonna see how she handles at level 20, because there's no reason to really attempt to play this as it is. I will try it with the Night Raven, though. I will try to upgrade and handle the Night Raven legitimately, but in this case, we're just fucking around to see, hey, is this even good? I know the Night Raven's good! So we don't have to do that, so we'll actually do that legitimately when I actually acquire the Tree Night Raven. I spent the past 2 hours working through the tree. Yep, that's the grind, but you don't actually have to do it in a mediocre, just unlocked plane if you don't want to. Also, yeah, Destroyer, I heard that Johnny Somali is getting more charges brought against him, and, well, frankly, it's about time. Really? Over the last couple of years in the streaming world, there are some people that have won that really should not have won, and that he's one of them. So about time that caught up with him. Oh no, anyways. Yeah, exactly, Eggroll. Yeah, and I saw that Hassan got served a subpoena by the feds, which... Again, about fucking time. Because, guys, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but if you're gonna keep, you know, saying shit that's, you know, inspiring violent action against, like, Donald Trump or, like, really anybody, you know, and any politician, and we keep having crazies come out and try and take shots at Donald Trump, like, you know, yesterday night, where someone, you know, someone with a gun tried to fucking take shots at the White House and then got immediately KO'd by the Secret Service. Yeah, you're gonna look responsible for inspiring crazies, so play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I have ceased being political, though, because honestly, it doesn't get you anything anymore, and maybe it never did. Some people have won by being political at the right time in the right place, I suppose, but it's all a big stupid argument. No one's really listening anyway. People are just looking for people to further reinforce their already, you know, held beliefs and, you know, root for their side, and not actually to change anyone's opinion. This isn't This isn't an argument or a debate or a discussion. This is a yelling contest, and it's just fucking stupid. But as I upgrade the UPO plane, yes, let us all come together and, once again, see the economic opportunity of peace. Because remember, welcome to Ace Combat 3. The era where economics has ousted politics and justice, so if you make enough money, you're right. But wouldn't we all want to make money without shooting at each other? That's what this organization is all about. Except we're also the people who shoot at people if some people aren't getting along with the program. And it does say it excels at fighting aerial enemies, so this tells me that, yes, this is an air-to-air plane. This is exactly what I expected it to be, though in some cases the Typhoon gets 6 air-to-ground missiles, like in Ace Combat 7, or like air-to-ground ordnance, but this is specifically, we fight planes. We fight planes, and we only fight planes. And that, in itself, has some shortcomings, though honestly, I feel like, unless you're doing like Avalon with, where it's all ground attack, a lot of missions, the planes are just more valuable than the ground targets. So if you've got something that can spam ram kill every plane in the air, it feels like that's easier to win than actually going after ground targets in some cases. It might be closer than what I've seen, but honestly, it feels like, it's an Ace Combat game, so air combat is highly prized. It doesn't seem like it's very... The situation doesn't appear very in the ground attack plane's favor. Though we were just playing with Stallcube and he was actually absolutely, wrecking shit in an AV-8. So there's some things you can do, and also the Stonehenge was primarily air to ground. I didn't see much of the plane, so I didn't see exactly how many we were dealing with. So I guess it's map to map, but it generally feels like if it's like balanced, and like there's air targets and ground targets, the air targets are going to be the deciding factor, and is also the emergency missions, which are typically enemy squadrons and not ground targets. And yes, this is taking a while, so I might as well get the fuck on with it, because you see at level cap 15, that's not the level cap. We have to use tickets to increase the level cap to 20, and we're taking this all the way up to level 20. Because there's no fucking reason not to, and now we're at the point where I can't put in enough to guarantee a rank up, so I have to put in more. The interface is seemingly very poorly designed for actually doing what we're doing right now, but we're basically breaking the game, so that's to be expected. They expected people to very rarely do this, and as you can see, this thing immediately out of the gate with no parts is already nearing 1,500. Also, I also gave myself basically infinite research reports for this exact purpose. Breaking the game without breaking the game. Well, you see, Eggroll, if everyone's breaking the game the same way, it's not actually breaking the game, it's emergent narrative and gameplay. So this is basically what everyone's doing in their super awesome ace planes. So my advice is just do this too, because there's really no penalty to doing this. Find the ace plane you want, or the specific plane that you want, like, whatever it is, immediately rank that shit up to level 20, and then just get comfortable flying that plane. Specialize in that plane. Enjoy that plane, and that is your experience. It's not about really grinding, even though we do have to grind up the tree, and I'm only, like, second lieutenant rank something or other. I haven't made it the first lieutenant yet. But, so that grind still exists, and really there's no reason why you shouldn't just enjoy yourself while you're doing that grind. Unless, again, you specifically set out, like, room rules for it. Like, if enough people want me to actually, like, if we can get, like, an 8-man room together at, like, 1,500 cost, we'll do that. And I'll at least, and encourage everyone to observe, you know, sportsmanship rules, so that other people can get into the game, get used to it, and use the first level aircraft to actually, like, learn the game before we go stupid crazy with shit. God, I wish there was a faster way to do this. I do too! I really wish there was just a max level ticket. Can we... I don't know if they can add items like that to the game, but it would be very nice if we can just say, like, like you give yourself a ticket for max rank up. Here, use this. It immediately ranks up to max level. Go about your day. Because we're not done yet. And now you see we have to do it 3 times. Because the bar is getting very dense. I still needed 1 more. Again, they didn't really design this very well. Okay, and as you can see, at level 15, this is already 1390, so I'm basically not gonna, like, at this point, I would barely be able to put parts on this in order to keep it under 1500. So this is still a rip-shit powerful plane, but this is where, again, the super-duper awesome ace planes have to sort of compete with the base, you know, base game planes. Right, we have to... Now we have to increase the rank. We have to limit break! Every time, in addition to filling it, you know, with research reports. Okay, now we can take it up to level 16. And the level cap is 20, but now, yep, that's now 30% instead of 100. So this is what I was doing before while I was trying to see what is competitive and what's not. So, understandably, I didn't stream this part of the game. This had to have microtransactions. Destroyer, you had 3 sorties a day unless you bought fuel. Of course it had microtransactions. Now none of that shit applies because we could just cheat ourselves with all the currency. But yes, this is a live service game. And unfortunately, as most people remember it, the live service elements of the game were the worst part of the game. As I have been told, the game did have a fairly lengthy service life, but unfortunately, as you can see, yeah, this is kind of the worst part of the game, and this is kind of what dragged it down. If they were to do this again with Ace Combat 8 and have the same type of, like, you know, PvE multiplayer suite, it would be fucking amazing. Because you wouldn't have microtransactions. You would just have, you know, all the planes you want, and you would just do, you know, the tree again, like we do in Ace Combat 7. You rank up the tree, you get the parts and planes, and you go about your business. But damn, this was very predatory. Yeah, no, looking at the balance and trying to understand exactly how all of this functioned, and looking at how the Ace planes are set up as, like, limited time, you know, limited acquisitions and, you know, obviously pay for, I feel like I'm back in World of Tanks, and that's kind of frightening, but we don't have to deal with that shit anymore. We just have to know exactly what we're getting into, or from the outset saying, I am going to fly my bullshit plane, and not caring what happens after that. So, again, this is the mindset that I would encourage everyone to come in with. The balance is absolutely fucked, so don't try and play it fairly, because it's not actually fair at all. So, by all means, come in and play whatever plane that you want. It's just that, you know, if you try to play this normally with, like, level 1 planes on the tree, you're gonna lose every game. Frankly, what I would suggest they do if they can actually edit things in the game, I'm not exactly sure. But what I would actually suggest is adding a 1,000 and 500 cost room. It depends on how, like, you know, like how the actual costs shake out, because I need to, I would need to see exactly what the base cost for all of the early game jets are. But I would say, for, like, to maintain some idea of balance, we need lower cost rooms if people want to play the game legitimately, but there's also a custom, like, you can also have your own custom server. The files do exist for that, and you can make the launcher connect to a different server. So if somebody, you know, has a development fork and makes a custom server that prizes competitiveness and fairness for, you know, for restrictions, that might be an idea, but the player base needs to be bigger to actually handle a fork like that. I would not advise doing that right now, but if the game has a, you know, as big of a revival as we want it to, with, you know, this being a functioning multiplayer community larger than like 200 people at most, we might be able to handle something like that. Because at this point, if you make a custom server like that, you're gonna be there with like 8 people, and that's not really gonna work. We're almost there, but damn, Fiona, you're a high-maintenance girlfriend, aren't you? Goodness gracious. Okay, so now the plane is at base over 1,500 cost. However, you can, like, downrank the plane in order to play with the cost. So that's something you can do if you really want to fly your specific ace plane. And via doing that, you maintain some idea of balance, even though I would not trust these stats to really be fair at all, and yeah, ooh, okay. Yeah, S-rank air combat, as expected. S-rank defense, too. Wow, okay, it's very durable for a Typhoon. S mobility and speed. This is gonna be a twitchy motherfucker. I'm gonna have to adjust to this, but this also means that, you know, with SS plus, you know, those bars up there are kind of just general ideas, but this is gonna be a plane that just kind of looks at people and they explode from whatever aspect you're firing. Obviously, shooting at rear aspect and front aspect are giving you the best results, but typically speaking, like, the ace planes are so bullshit that they can snap people out of the air at whatever angle they want because the missiles track so fucking hard. Like, the Tornado we were playing has a penalty. Like, attackers and bombers, if they have missiles, which the other bombers don't, but the attackers and ground attack aircraft in general have a tracking penalty for their standard missiles against air targets. This is not gonna have that. Over under on you immediately smacking the ground. We're gonna fly this in B7R in the campaign just to see exactly how the fuck this thing handles before I take it into multiplayer. But this is gonna be one of those planes where I don't need to high G turn because holy sweet mother of fucking god, it already high G turns with a normal turn. I'm expecting this to handle like the Night Raven in that it's almost too maneuverable. But hey, look, 86 air-to-air missiles! That's almost as much as fucking regular standard missiles. We're just gonna sit there and just, like Spam Ram or Tomcat Phoenix, like, mop the entire map. And that's really how you have to play the game for the most part. Because, as I've seen, I could be better at dogfighting and, you know, turn, you know, a general awareness of where the enemies are, but the game is also not exactly fantastic for acquiring situational awareness because of the targeting. Basically, anytime you have to turn with a target for more than one turn, you're doing it wrong, from what I've seen. You need to be faster than that. And in most cases, the ace plane simply solved this problem by blowing the fucker up immediately from any angle. But we're almost there. But we're also not done yet. Because then we have to upgrade the 6 air-to-air missiles in order to actually be level 5. Which takes less time than this, I promise. Doing a high G turn was like doing a backflip in Assault Horizon. Yeah, that's been toned down now. This is definitely... what I would describe this game as a hybrid between Assault Horizon and Ace Combat 6's gameplay. Leaning more on Ace Combat 6, but as you can see, there's still a lot of Assault Horizon elements. Conqueror. Yeah, we'll see about that. But, wow, it's level 20 now, guys. It's also 1,700 points immediately out of the gate. Okay, so now, with that done, we have to go over to special weapons and upgrade 6 air-to-air missiles to level 5, which we use by using special weapon research points, which... I kind of need to point this out since this is a little bit counterintuitive. You have to go into options for some reason and exchange reports. So we have a million T bajillion T aircraft research points or reports. What we do is exchange these. There is a tab to give you more of these now directly rather than having to do that. So they expanded the save editor's options to actually have these as well. So you don't need to do this anymore directly. But we're gonna give ourselves a healthy amount of these. Just to make sure we actually make it to level 5, and then we're gonna see how well this works. It's probably gonna be comedic. I don't know how it's gonna handle in multiplayer, but we'll see. Matching numbers, huh? Jackpot. Anyway, also, to point out, part research reports are what you use to research parts in the tech tree. So if if you've unlocked a part and it needs to be researched, what you do is part research reports. So it's the same thing as using aircraft research reports to buy a plane on the tech tree if you've reached it. So this is what you use these to hop down the tech tree faster. You're still limited by rank and you need to play multiplayer matches to actually rank up. But this is how you unlock everything very quickly for the rank that you are at. Okay, so. Okay, so we want special weapons. Now we're gonna come down to 6 air-to-air missiles. Right, okay, so use research report, not details. And it's the same thing as the planes, but it requires less. Holy shit, are they AMRAAMs? Well, actually, no, are they Phoenixes instead of AMRAAMs, or is that just the icon? A Typhoon with Phoenixes. How dangerous. Granted, yeah, it's 6 air-to-air missiles, but you could do that with AMRAAMs, too. What a Gundam game where it lets you do R&D during the campaign, but with combat like Federation versus Zeon. I mean, a more arcadey game, yes. A lot of things would benefit from trying to do more arcadey stuff like that for just general gameplay, but, you know, hit or miss, really. Honestly, I kind of wish we got more games like Rise from the Ashes, like first-person mech shooters. That would be neat. But yes, everyone loves the hangar tinkering. I come from Mech Warrior, so the Mech Lab is king. Everyone wants a Mech Lab so we can make incredibly bullshit things. I keep hitting details again like an idiot. A Typhoon with Phoenixes seems illegal. Not in UPO, I guess, since we make the rules. Okay, level 4, and this is gonna inflate our cost pretty dramatically. So this is probably gonna be about the same cost as the Shamrock F-15E. Tinkering and optimization is a really fun part of these sorts of games. Lets you feel like a gearhead. True, this is why Armored Core is also good too. The Armored Core has a much more in-depth, really, like, fine-grained sort of editing process where, you know, in terms of like optimizing generator output and shit like that, it gets really brainy. But, so, now we have 6 air-to-air missiles. Now we do parts, which I don't really have very many of, but we can increase the output of them. I don't think we're gonna need any performance parts. We'll see how many... This just increases the range of data link, which I'm not really sure is really any good, but this does also increase air damage and ground damage. So, might as well put that on there, but we'll see exactly how many parts we can put on this thing. Okay, homing capabilities of missile-type special weapons. Yes. High precision seeker. Range, but also increases reload time. But, you know, long range, yes. Awareness circuit. Load capacity and reload speed. Well, that balances out high precision seeker. Propulsion. Make them faster. So, yep, this is better. Okay, homing capabilities of standard missiles, which is probably also good. Okay, so let's see here. These are for missiles. I don't think we're gonna need... You know, tracking would probably be the best. I think damage we do enough. So it's probably not gonna matter at all. Reload speed, homing capability. It'd be a cross between reload speed and... We don't need load capacity, but reload speed would be nice. Also, that's only slightly, and this is a full upgrade. So, actually, no. This is the full one. Homing capability. So we'll try homing just because we want to be just the most abusive thing in the world. Cockpit protective armor. Ah. Okay, so I think there is, on top of this... Okay, aircraft acceleration, deceleration, maximum speed. Acceleration is probably what I want for our last part. Again, I don't have all the parts, so I can't make this as ripshit powerful as you possibly could, but when you unlock all the parts, you can then fuck around with this. So! Okay, it's slightly less, actually, than the... Yeah, slightly less than the Shamrock F-15. Okay, so let's see how this handles, because I'm gonna need to actually get a feel for what the fuck this thing is, and this is where the campaign comes in handy. So let's do Area B7R. It's probably gonna be really fucking ridiculous. And now we get to see if it actually has AMRAAMs or Phoenixes. This with Phoenixes would be somewhat strange, and yeah, again, as Danzig Fool said, probably illegal, but sure.
Just like I remember.
Okay, no, they're AMRAAMs. Red AMRAAMs, ooh!
We test out new aircraft in this area.
Or no, that's just the shader.
It's a special location where countless pilots have polished their skills with each other, independent of their ranks.
They have something on the bottom of them, though. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Yeah.
110 of them, though. I basically have... I have standard missiles. But they're 6-shot AMRAAMs. Box 3!
Sky Eye to all units. Permission to engage. Spread out. Spread out to engaging.
They need more damage.
We got good pickings today.
Because those are standard targets. Actually, no, they're orange targets. Ah.
Air-to-air combat is our specialty.
They need more damage. Because as you can see, they weren't one-hitting orange targets. There's yellow, orange, and red. They all have ascending levels of health. So, what we need out of this is we need slightly more damage.
Continue to attack the enemy for as long as possible.
They can also miss. However, we are also incredibly fast. Not
Locked on.
Foxhound fast, but fast.
Sweet. Watch out for number 1. That's the Reaper. Grim Reaper with a ribbon? What kind of that?
Alright, we also need to fight at range with this as well, it looks like.
Missile launched. Get moving.
That kill was stolen.
Fox 3. Back off already. Aye, aye.
Okay, those all hit on front aspect, but yeah, as you can see, it's not doing enough damage.
What's your aim?
So I need 2 salvos to kill orange and red targets, which suboptimal.
Half of the hostile air squads are destroyed. Keep up the good work.
Granted, we have 100 of them, so we can span them all day long, but we want to assure those kills the moment we get them. Because as soon as things start degrading into a turn fight, things get very, very, very ugly.
Fire.
As you can see, with some of them not actually hitting,
Bandit down.
you know, we want to use these from fairly long range to hit targets that, if they're in turns, maybe it'll come out of turns just in time for the missile to hit them. Maybe it'll be in front and side aspect. Maybe it'll just be moving slow enough. But we don't want to use this kind of thing at point-blank range because the accuracy will vary tremendously. And sometimes they won't track fast enough.
Yeah, I grabbed some holes.
Like that.
Number 3, you need to shake off the rivet guy. I'll get the Reaper's attention. You grab his 6 for me. Most hostile forces are neutralized.
So,
All squadrons
we can use the
regroup.
6 air-to-air missiles basically like standard missiles, but we have 6 shots. However, we need damage
New
upgrades.
formation on the radar. More hostiles incoming. Intercept and engage. Punishing us. Our team, great. Bogey's on my 12.
All miss.
Heading this way.
Ridgeback 1 to all units. Intercept and engage.
See, that's the problem with engaging close.
Let's go, Reaper.
At least in a multiplayer match, the engagements are so spread out and all over the fucking place that we'll basically just be, like, reaching around to whatever engagement we can actually get into.
To all units.
So we'll be flying around like this, basically hurling missiles in every fucking direction to try and hit literally anyone.
Roger. Craft with a single line on it. Fire.
Okay, still got a little bit of that wobble there, but it's not as bad as the Night Raven's incredibly, like, nauseating twitch.
Keep going. Keep grinding.
Move away.
Ridgeback 4 to 3. Support our leader.
Good. You see, those are the level 20 standard missiles doing work for us. If I fired that, like, if I fired like that in a tornado, I would have missed guaranteed 100% of the time.
3 bandits left.
I would not have been able to pull that off in the tornado. So that's where just ranking up the plane and giving it homing parts does work.
SCX from the pirates.
Here, have 6 AMRAAMs.
On Edge's craft. Bow and arrows. Cover her. Go. 1 left. Lost 1.
See, this is my own flopping around that I need to work on.
Fire.
Standard missile reload is a little long.
My controls offline. Damn.
This is why we're doing the proving
Hostile
round.
craft down. Ridgeback 1. Give me a damage report. Ridgeback 1. Edge. Report.
So, standard missile reload
No
could
direction
use a
taken.
buff.
I'm still airborne.
Special weapon damage needs to be increased very slightly.
Bone Arrow 1. I appreciate the backup, but next time, I don't need you to interfere.
Oh, here we go.
If I get hosed by the Reaper, my luck.
Okay, now we'll see if we can kind of shit-can Butterfly Master with this. Because Butterfly Master will show up as an event in missions, like same as the Synvaxi as we saw while we were playing earlier.
Shot down.
Okay, so let's see how this handles the whole huge ball of UAVs.
Sat. Sky Eye, give me
That's a little close, though.
I'm getting multiple strong heat sources. Believed to be laser UAVs.
Okay, got one.
Butterfly Master.
You gotta be kidding me. I thought we shot
Okay, now
that
I'm
guy
locked in the
down.
Butterfly Master when I don't want to be, and I'm mashing triangle, and it's not tracking the drone that was right next to me. That's kind of why one element that I despise about this game.
Here, he's got more UAVs in the sky.
Tracking isn't as responsive, so I can't, like, rapidly switch to targets around me like I usually can. That really throws me off.
So we're all better pilots now, too.
Alright, we're gonna extend out of here.
8 UAVs left.
Some of them will be following me, but I'm gonna extend out so I can use the special weapons.
Missed. Missile destroyed by UAV.
Come on!
Edge, don't just attack blindly. We don't want to repeat of last time.
This is my prey.
7 UAVs left.
They're still following me around, though, so unfortunately this is not exactly optimal. Okay, this functions, but I'm gonna have to mix it up here. Though, in a live match, when you fight the Butterfly Master, it'll be focused on so many players, it won't be clustering around me.
The UAV reaction time slows for a bit after activating their lasers.
So as you can see, I'm trying to break away from the formation to actually engage from long range, but they won't let me do that because they're focused on player one. That was a very strange turn we just did there. I did not intend it. You see, she's following me.
3 UAVs left.
So I can't really extend and test that ability here.
Butterfly Master's craft, 25% damage.
Joke's on you, I'm from the internet, I can just blitz through your UAVs.
50% damaged. Butterfly Master's craft, 75% damaged. Almost there.
I've backtraced you through the internet.
That was
Bitch.
damn fast, Reaper.
So that was a little bit of flopping around, but okay, important.
Press start to continue.
All hostile
But as you can
forces
see,
eliminated.
even though we were willy-nilly
Units,
spamming
turn to base.
all the AMRAMs, we still have more. So,
We still have unfinished
this is
business.
about what I expected.
I'm sure those
I'm not sure if we're gonna get S rank for that, but oh well. We didn't kill literally all of them.
We're all set to go.
Oh, we did get S rank. How about that? But okay, so we need to make some tweaks here before she's ready to go. Let's see. So what we want to do is we want to increase special weapon damage slightly, and then get rid of that one. Actually, I don't think I actually have. I didn't take the part that that reduces standard weapon or standard missile reload. So hang on here. So tweaking. Okay, so we have. Okay, let's remove the engine part because that's taking up the last slot. We kind of don't need that, but okay. So bomb type, special weapon, target awareness circuit. Lightweight warheads. We need that. Okay, so propulsion. Okay, so where do we want it? Reload speed, special weapons. Range increases reload time. We could probably do without that, though having long range is very nice. So if we've got to drop one part, I think that's good, because we have to do it in the arms section. But then again, we could probably also... Before we fuck with that... Yeah, the only thing that we did was... That's just homing capability, so that's good. We want to keep that. Okay, so we have to drop something in this section. So the reload speed of special weapons. So yeah, we want to drop, let's see here. High Precision Seeker, and we're just going to have to deal with that. That's unfortunate, but we need more damage. We've got to have more damage. So is there anything else that we can... Ah, okay, so we can actually get another upgrade for missiles. Okay, power of standard warheads, speed, reload time. So good, okay, we changed one part, and now we're okay. Good, fantastic. We had to drop the engine part, but good. Let us try another test, because now I think we've solved our issue. So now the AMRAM should one-shot things, and the special the standard missile should reload faster. So, after playing multiplayer, I guess I'm now demoing the hanger gearhead mechanics of the game, I suppose, from what I understand. I don't understand literally everything about the game, but this is the other part of the game. And this is what you can now do, now that we have the full suite of multiplayer and single player and all the planes of the game unlocked, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, as long as you uprank properly. Or like I said, an earlier combination of the OG PlanetSide and Battlefront, where you had AI Mook's infantry tanks and the like, but with player logistics and supply lines, not like Foxhole.
All right, time to start the briefing. We've spotted.
That's always a fun idea, but at some point you're still going to be doing the foxhole thing. Maybe not as autistic as Foxhole, but at some point you're going to need to basically be somewhat like Foxhole. It'd be important to look at Foxhole to learn some very important lessons, though, I think. Okay, so. Now we should have less problems. Okay, so now we're just gonna hang back here.
Just like I remember it.
We're just gonna wait. We're gonna let the cutscene play out here.
We test out new aircraft in this area. It's a special location.
Maintain
where
formation.
countless pilots have polished their skills with each other, independent of their ranks. You know, I don't think you've ever talked about your past career before.
This is somewhat odd because
Yeah, but I won't.
it's not exactly spaced correctly for a four-man formation, but oh well. Okay,
That's a hell of a crowd.
so what's our magic number?
Okay.
The range is slightly decreased, so we're gonna have to deal with that, but what's the magic number here? When do we actually acquire targets? 22.
Contact 1, engaging.
We got good pickings today. The more we take down, the less will be left for the Ridgebacks.
Air-to-air combat is our specialty. Have fun eating
I don't know what happened with that guy, but he didn't get hit by a missile.
hard. I won't lose to you.
Retreat is not an option here. Continue to attack the enemy for as long as possible. Fire! They got me!
Death be upon ye.
Oh, sweet! Watch out for number 1. That's
That
the
one's
Reaper.
probably... Nope, that did hit. Okay.
Reaper with a ribbon? What kind of emblem is that? Missile launch.
Nope, just... Had to pull just a little too hard. Okay, right. Okay, so now we seem to have solved our problems. How fast is that missile? Okay, that's fairly fast. Alright, good.
Locked on. Half of the hostile air squadron destroyed. Keep up the good work. Fox 3.
Yeah, we can just spam those willy-nilly if we want to. We're gonna probably run out, but... Now it's just a game of making sure we keep range so we're not close enough so the AMRAAMs can't track properly, and we, you know, we're far enough away that we can hopefully hit people even if they're still turning.
Number 3, you need to shake off the ribbon tie. Most hostile forces are neutralized.
All right,
All
good.
squadrons, regroup.
Have you played the OG Planet Side? For like 5 minutes, yes.
We have a new formation on the radar.
I didn't do much aside from, like,
Hostiles incoming.
contribute
Intercept
to an
engaged.
attack on a tower,
Punishing us.
which was an interesting hallway fight.
Great.
Because the enemy team basically blockaded themselves inside, and there were like 50 people in a fucking hallway shooting at each other.
Intercept and engage.
They're behind me.
Let's go, Reaper. This is our backyard too, after all.
So having some more range would be helpful. However, you know, we gotta let something down.
Order to all units. Start by taking down the bigger craft and tower flight.
We could also use even more damage because, as you saw, the target planes were still being... They still have 1 hit point left after being hit by an AMRAAM, but the ace planes will just know fire more missiles.
Keep going, keep behind them.
Ace Combat AI does it again.
Move away.
Bridge back 4 to 3. Support our leader.
Not that many, but we'll fire 2. But you see, the problem is they're following me now, and that causes an issue with trying to engage at long range if the enemy keeps fucking following you.
The enemy sights are squarely on Edge's craft. Bone arrows, cover her. We'll go. Locked on. Don't let that lead craft escape.
Not bad.
All units, back up edge.
Whoa, AMRAAMs be upon ye.
3 bandits left. Damn it! I got my ring. What the hell is that thing? That's the X from the pirates.
Yep.
2 hostiles left.
I need to get better at switching between standard missiles and special weapons like that, but that's just something it'll pick up when playing the game more. Oh, there's one left. Oh, hang on here.
Locked on.
Actually, there's 2 left. Good.
1 left. Lost 1.
I unfortunately spammed too many AMRAAMs and must wait for them to reload.
Box 3. My controls online! Damn! All hostile crap down. Ridgeback 1. Give me a damage report.
The IUN has deliberated and delivers its results. Full send, says the IUN, and UPO obeys.
No need to play tough, girl.
Bone Arrow 1, I appreciate the backup, but next time, I don't need you to interfere.
Gentlemen, if you keep doing an air show maneuver, you know, around my screen like that, you're probably gonna wind up like those 2 growlers, so, do pay attention while you're doing that.
What? Javelin Squadron's been shot down?
So let's try this again.
Hey. Help me. What's happening? Sky Eye, give me a report. I'm getting multiple strong heat sources, believed to be laser UAVs.
The Butterfly Master.
You gotta be kidding me. I thought we shot that guy down.
He's mine.
8 UAVs left.
Ribbon?
Be careful, he's got more UAVs in the sky than last time.
Buzz off!
Using different tactics, too. Communication signals were bad in this area.
Well, we're all better pilots now, too.
Oh, I can. Oh, interesting.
6 UAVs left.
Gotcha, Ribbon.
I forced them to all form up together, and they were all kind of slow in midair. So hang on.
Come on!
Edge, don't just attack blindly. We don't want to repeat of last time.
I guess that is a gameplay mechanic. They keep telling me about that.
2 UAVs left.
So as you can see, I just fought them by standing still and spamming missiles at them. Ow! Unfortunately, the Butterfly Master then hurled out her spam missile attack back at me. So I guess we're playing fair, you know, a fair fight here. She spams missiles, I spam missiles.
Reaction time slows for a bit after activating your laser.
I unfortunately only have 3 AMRAAMs left, so I can run out of them if I'm being that
All
stupid.
hostile UAVs destroyed. Sweet.
Over here.
Here comes the main attack.
Oh, couldn't get under them. Well, she couldn't get out from under them either. Oh, how pretty. You can see the butterfly emblem on the rudder as it flies past the fuselage. How scenic.
Butterfly Master's craft down.
Cinematic.
That was damn
I don't mean
fast,
PlanetSide 2, I
Reaper.
mean PlanetSide 1. Yes, I did play PlanetSide 1, again for like 5 minutes.
Lost alive. Press start to continue.
All hostile forces eliminated. All units, return to base.
Alright, good. So now I think we have something competitive here, even though I want to amplify the damage just a little bit, but I don't have any more parts to do that, so we're gonna have to deal with that as it is.
Following the pilot.
We have
Taking out.
more than enough spam ramps.
Well, we're all set to go.
Completely unbothered because apparently she's in fucking space. I still got an S rank even though I took like 50% damage. Yes, she's not here, so she's just playing a video game, like us. There is no need to be upset. Alright, so let's find a room and see what we can do with this. Oh, welcome back, Techie. Okay, that's a 1,500 cost room. We're not getting into a room with this, with that, so we're gonna have to wait. Right. Techie here, I believe, is in the Discord, though I don't know what their screen name is in the Discord. But welcome back, sir. Though I suppose we could just make a room and call it bullshit like that, because a lot of the time we can't find a room because no one wants to make a room. All right, so we'll do 8 whole players. No restrictions, invites. Okay, no restrictions, right? Random mission. We're just gonna be fucking silly and do B7R. Then we'll keep it on random after that, because I have air-to-air plane. We shall play the air-to-air mission. Oh, look at that. I actually have some stock fuel. All right, yes, because we got it as a login bonus. I think I bumped the emoji while I was doing the Moby Dick raid, as you do. Very tense situation. Accidentally sent emojis at people. Whoops, sorry, dropped my emoji. I think I might need more coffee after this match here, but oh well. We haven't won any games this evening, but that's kind of the nature of it. The games that we were playing at 1500 cost with Stallcube were really fucking close, though. So I just minorly dropped the ball at the last minute in some cases with those, so that's fine. We're having fun here, and it's good when the matches are close. However, this is an unrestricted room. I'm flying the UPO Typhoon. I'm gonna spam ram all the planes in sight. It's basically just gonna be a bullshit contest of who can kill the planes the fastest, and we're just gonna accept that as it is. Yeah, I got some people who didn't know that you're supposed to shoot down everything else before ending, though, so we only got a B rank. Right. Always make sure to double check you've killed literally everything so everyone gets everything possible out of the emergency sortie. However, sometimes it's just a complete bullshit contest, whereas there's so many things exploding that you can't really keep track. That's what happens in most Moby Dick raids, especially if you're running an unrestricted lobby. It's kind of like what we saw on Dubai, where I'm flying through burst missiles and satellite cannons. There's no time to think. Simply shoot at the red locked-on enemies. Think later, kill now. Yeah, Destroyer, I see that. That's very interesting. Wow, the auto mod is very particular about how that sentence is constructed, isn't it, Destroyer? Ah, right. When you add the yourself and it's directed at someone. Oh. Interesting. Don't mind us, ladies and gentlemen. We're just, my audience just has too much fun attempting to tweak or outsmart the kick auto mod. It's very stupid. For fun and profit, yes. Learning more about how a system that's designed around really sketchy to just kind of incomprehensible new age social norms doesn't make any fucking sense. It's almost like it's trying to tell us something. It's not my fault suppressing my manners of speech. Yes, Destroyer. It's not it's not your fault that it's suppressing your, your intention to kill, Dijon Abyssal. Which is clearly who you are talking about when you say cuck. Clearly! As I'm sitting here, no, I'm not AFK, but it doesn't look like anyone wants to join our super awesome game. Oh no! Doesn't everyone want to be complete bullshit? You see, this is kind of funny. When I say I'm gonna have a lobby full of completely unrestricted bullshit, I have this problem. But I suppose 8-player games, people just don't want to wait. So, okay, let's see if any more rooms appeared. Because 8-player lobbies take forever to fill up, and I guess people just have that little of an attention span these days. Understandable, but still. Ah, wondrous. This person's 8-player lobby is actually, halfway full. Wondrous. Okay, it's the hard mode aerospace, which means that it's at sunset now. Ooh. Also, if you're wondering why my matchmaking value is so low, it's mainly because I kept crashing and so it kept docking points. But the reset on the new update did not appear to work for me, which is somewhat odd. EX F2, okay, and there's a Morgan, I believe. F-15E GT. Who is GT? So we are all flying bullshit planes. Let us commence the battle of bullshit versus bullshit. Our battle will be legendary. Oh, a CFX, okay.
Your call sign is now Bravo 3.
Blue Morgan.
We will now take part in the defense of the Aerospace Center. If we lose this facility, the enemy will have the upper hand via satellite orbit. Try to destroy as many hostiles as
Why
possible.
not? Send them that way. I picked those guys up first.
Destroys more of them will get a bonus. Clear to
Those
engage.
probably are not going to track properly. No, they didn't.
Target locked. Fox 2. Is that pirate flying a custom plane? I can't hit it at all.
Sir, we're all flying custom bullshit planes. You're going to have to narrow it down a bit. Okay, one of the AMRAAMs hit. There we go. Okay.
Good kill.
Gonna hope that hits in time. It did. Okay.
Fox 3.
Nope. Too close.
Missile
Still
away.
too close in midturn. Destroyed.
Bandit down.
Oh, but still missed. Sometimes you can get lucky by pulling like that.
Fox 3.
Ah. Didn't notice he changed directions. That should get him. Good. Okay, good, he turned. That should hit him. Yes, good.
Lux 3.
Come on, track. Yes, good.
Good kill.
Amram be upon ye. And we're in the lead. Wow.
Well done. Updating target info. More bandits on radar.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Hostile B-2 bombers and escort fighters incoming from the south. Believed to be
This looks
heading
like a job for absolute bullshit. Full send.
Attack on bomber squadron has begun.
The Morgan's out there.
Commence attack. 4 minutes left. Hostile bomber destroyed. All bombers destroyed. Great job, guys. Continue hitting the enemy squadron. Updating target info.
Absolutely
Wipe out
fucking
all remaining
blapped.
hostile forces at once.
Okay, yep, that's the last concentration of them over there. We're gonna see if we can get them before we get stuck in mid-range. And they're all fighters. Fuck it, we'll go for the low ones.
Lux 3. Locked on. Good kill.
Those were off target, too
Within gun
close.
range. Kill. Locked on.
Quick!
Kill.
Send all the missiles! Sir, which direction are they going? I don't care! Shoot
Last
them!
one.
Shoot everything!
Lux 3.
See, this is its own fun when everyone's just comically bullshit and blowing up everything just by looking at them.
Alert on me.
That one got off the rail before it was locked. It's still not over. We're killing them too fast. They have to stagger the
Locked
spawns.
on. Missile launched.
That one should hit. Yes, good.
We have more blips on the radar. More enemy reinforcements confirmed.
This is exactly what I built this plane for. So, I'm not sure if I'm MVP, but we're moving.
Within gun
Oh,
range.
definitely not with 39 points. This is mostly a team effort while we're winning, which is good. There's 8 fucking people in this lobby.
Locked on. Fire.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Taking fire.
I need more AMRAAMs. Quickly, reload the AMRAAMs. Fire a full broadside.
Locked on me. Bandit down.
Come on, reload, 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 reload.
Lux 3.
That one up there might, maybe, no, standard missile.
Missile launched.
This. Okay, I got him before the board.
Good kill.
That guy's on my team, but hey, I'm trying to get paid too.
All ground control. Hurry with the final check for launch. 1 minute left. Evade! Evade! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ignition sequence start. 3,
Oh, they all missed. Damn.
ignition.
Get them.
Fire.
Okay, I think that's it. We won! Hooray! We actually won a game by being complete bullshit. No, stop trying to laser the missile, Morgan. It's on our side.
30 seconds. Good to go. Rocket has reached altitude of 40,000 feet. They probably
53,000. I think I did acceptably.
but successful.
Probably not
Hostile forces
MVP, but I think I did
evacuated.
acceptably in the
Operation
insanity that
successful.
was this match.
Just when you'd expect
But this
the
is
chosen warriors.
bullshit.
Keep it up next time too.
It's entertaining when it's bullshit because it's just Ace Combat multiplayer then, but this is what it looks like when the game is just all out bullshit.
Bravo team produced some serious numbers. Better start thinking about how you'll use that reward.
Okay, third place on the team. I actually outscored everyone on the enemy team. Viviox, you know, doing numbers there in the F-16 over there. Well done, well done. But hey, at least I outscored the entire enemy team, and unfortunately maybe robbed all the kills from our number 4. But hey, I did acceptable, I think. So even if that would have been a little bit closer, we still probably would have won, because I still outscored the entire enemy team. Lock on speed of standard missiles. That I don't need. I don't think we need that, though that would be nice. Aha! So there is more SP weapon power. Bomb power. So we can make the AMRAAMs do even more damage. Wondrous. I just need to actually unlock that. Moscow Battle Hard. Well, that's going to be mostly ground attack here, but we'll stick with this since it took so damn long to get the fucking Typhoon ready. Still better than the NVA tactic of dumbfire your payload and run away. This is, well, almost that, really, but at least, hey, we've got a targeting system so fast we can actually track things. Moscow, doesn't Butterfly bitch show up here? Butterfly Master is a possible emergency mission at any time. I saw her on Paris. Like, obviously the submarine, the Synfaxi cannot show up here, so we'll see. Though, granted, since this is mostly a ground attack mission, I should potentially... Mostly ground attack, so obviously the cruise missiles will probably do us better here. We seem to have many, many air-to-air players out there.
Be advised, I am now assigning provisional squadron posts.
He has brought the satellite
Call
cannon.
sign is now Bravo 4.
Look at me in my positively normal-looking plane.
Operation OEL-1. Whichever team destroys more of them will get a bonus. Try to destroy as many hostiles as possible. Clear to engage.
Joke's on you. I'm the guy whose wife gets killed, so I have to survive long enough to see that happen.
Registering all units for data link connection.
But then again, I guess if I do worse on the team, I could just say I'm the wheelchair guy.
Good kill. Target sunk.
And here's the Ace Combat Assault Horizon actually being, the soundtrack actually being good.
Within gun range.
He's already dead. You see, that's the thing. Sometimes you don't even have room to turn around to shoot at someone.
Good kill.
So even if you want a dogfight with somebody, sometimes it's just not possible. Well, he's already dead, and that... God damn it all!
Good kill.
Alright, at least I picked up both those kills.
I'm pretty sure all of the ground targets are eliminated. I did my best there. We're in the lead, though, so good.
That's right. All targets destroyed.
I believe the Laser Morgan got that. Well clicked, sir.
Received an emergency call from HQ. We now have an emergency mission. New hostile flight detected.
Oh, it's the...
Move out. Fire. The bandits are equipped with extremely high-speed missiles. If you're targeted, take immediate evasive action. It'll be too late once they launch them out.
Whoa! Whoa!
Target high-speed missiles. Evade.
Nope.
Evade. Getting closer range. Don't give them time to evade. 4 minutes left.
You know we're going all out when someone brings the nuclear missiles.
3 bandits left.
Get these.
Sam destroyed.
I'd like to track one of the targets, please. Where the fuck is it? Whoa.
1 bandit left.
Right, that's because I had the cruise missile locked.
Target locked.
Can I? Yes, I got that. I got one. Whoop-de-doo.
Well done. Updating target info. Wipe up all remaining hostile forces at once.
Okay, it's over there.
Target locked.
I need to be faster at this, but...
Target sunk.
And... there goes the sound engine!
Target locked.
Oh my god, they've hit the audio encoder!
Within gun range. Sam destroyed.
Is that all the ground targets? Yes, that's all the ground targets. Planes. Planes, 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 planes.
Fire. Good kill.
Oh! Should have been faster on the gun. No one's gotten the fucking blackjack, though, so I guess we're getting that. We kind of need that, gentlemen, if we want to get S rank.
Fire.
Yep.
We have
I've
eclipse
intercepted the
uranium.
blackjack, and now there are more ground targets. Wondrous.
Don't be afraid to go all out here. 2 minutes left. Missile away. Good kill. Sam down. Within gun range.
Ooh, time enough to look cool and hopefully not slam into the ground.
Target locked.
Once again, Metro 2033 timeline, but it was cool.
Locked on.
Basically send out fucking anything at this point. We're gonna get S rank, but good lord.
Good kill.
Nope, I thought I was tracked on the other one.
Break.
That should be good. Oh, hit.
Hit.
Son of a fucking...
Target locked.
Nope. See, if you don't instantly get the kills, you're not fucking getting them in this environment.
30 seconds. Missile
Nope,
launched.
those missiles didn't even have time to get there to miss.
Hostile
I think I
forces
got that one,
evacuating. Operation successful. Just what you'd expect from the Chosen Warriors.
Okay, so we
Keep it
won.
up next time,
Fantastic. 67, I think I did normal.
Bravo team produced some serious numbers.
I think we know who's playing the super awesome plane today. Okay, so only slightly above the top players in the game. Granted, I was still kind of bumbling around, so that was a situation where, yes, the ground targets were very important, but the planes were worth far more than everyone else. But that was far closer than the other match in terms of score spread. I guess I'm not the wheelchair man today. So, let's see here. It would be... Actually, the top player on the enemy team actually outscored our entire team. We were just all super good, though. So that was a team effort by everybody on my team to actually win the game there, so we were all super good. It's good, that's the best. That's the game at its best, when everyone's working together and the matches are fairly close. Granted, that match was not as close as as the 1500 games, but sometimes they're gonna be shutouts, but we don't want them all to be shutouts either way, or then we're not that much fun. So we've got the Tomcat D and the Prowler. The Growler. Actually, no. Just the just the 18F. Bug. I already had that unlocked, though. That was just ranking up. Not that it matters, though. That's something we actually probably want to put on the plane for at least the, the UPO Typhoon. Aerospace Center. More air! Fantastic. Oh, right, we're out of stock fuel. Right, see you later, Dancing Fool. Oh, wait, nope. The host is just booting everyone in. We don't have time to make modifications. Or not! Oh, they needed to change something, but oh well. It would take some tinkering to actually update the UPO Typhoon anyway, so, eh. Will I have enough time now? Okay, so special weapon power. Okay, so if we drop this, how much space do we have? Okay, so first of all, what's the difference between these? Okay, that's better. Advanced propulsion. Hike. It's bombs, advanced hardpoints, lightweight film. Where the hell is it? I can't find it. Oh well. Oh, just put that back on. My eyes, they aren't so good, you see. So I couldn't find exactly what I just unlocked, but it was Special Weapon Power S, which I might actually have the other upgrade to that. I'm not quite sure.
Advised, I am now assigning
Alright, well, super awesome guy is on the enemy team, but it was closer last match, so let's see what we can do.
We will now take part in the defense of the Aerospace Center. If we lose this facility,
I shall spam
the enemy will have
all
the
the
upper hand
rams.
via satellite orbit. Try to destroy as many hostiles as possible. Whichever team destroys more of them will get a bonus. Clear to engage. Box 3.
Hit.
Ignore him.
It's a good thing I fired two.
We won't be able to hit it. Target down.
Have more.
Good kill.
Duck that while I'm trying to maintain contact here.
Box 3.
That's 6 missiles away. Okay, a couple hits in there.
Kill. Locked on.
Get some more distance on here. We're getting a little bit too close to the fight for these to actually matter.
Box 3.
Fortunately, in that time, the rest of the team has arrived.
Data link setup complete. All units work together to strike the enemy.
Yep, everyone's here.
All targets destroyed. Well done.
All right, still relatively
Updating target
close.
info.
This is a hard mission, so there's going to be multiple stages. Well, more stages than
Hostile
usual.
flight detected.
Oh, well, hello there.
Hostiles on a 12. All units fire your lances. Long-range missile sighted. Break! Break!
Okay,
One more time.
need to get into the rear aspect with these guys if I'm going to actually hit some of them.
Long-range missiles incoming. 4 minutes left. Box 3. Damn it. Well, we still got some left. Bandits firing long-range missiles. That's right. Half
Nope.
of the hostile air squadron destroyed.
That's not going to hit. That might hit. Nope. That's good.
Missile away.
And...
3 bandits
Dang it.
left. 2 bandits.
Granted, it's hard mode, so they must have more health than the other missions.
1 bandit left.
Dad, we can't have that shit. I need to get every single kill immediately, or we're not gonna win.
Well done. Updating target info. Wipe up all remaining hostile forces at once.
Those were too close to really hit them, but oh well.
Locked on. Box 3. Good kill. Box 2.
I should really learn to hit the brake better like that, since this is not what we want to be doing in the middle of the score attack. Not at all.
Target locked. Box 3.
Okay, I got one of them. Nope.
Box 2. Within gun range. Target locked.
Alright, I'm too close to the kill wall. I suppose speed upgrades would also be useful here. Because I need to extend more if I'm going to be utilizing these missiles more.
2 minutes left. We have more blips on the radar.
Nope.
More enemy reinforcements confirmed.
Hold, 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 hold. Come on, reload.
Don't be afraid to go all out here. Box 3.
Come on, guys!
Locked on. Evade.
Right, good. Those were basically front aspect. Those should have went in.
Box 3.
Yeah, okay, I got those kills. Good. They got one of them.
Missile away.
planes, everything. Those are not good.
Check for launch. 1 minute left. Locked on.
Oh, come on. God damn
10,
it.
9, 8, 7, 6.
I need to get better at my maneuvering, but I'm not exactly used to using a plane this fucking twitchy.
1. Ignition. Mach 3. That's right. Mach 2.
Nope, couldn't get him in time.
30 seconds. All systems operational. Good to go. Rocket has reached altitude of 40,000 feet.
40,000. At least we're both up above. We're both up above 200,000 points. That's not that terrible.
Operation successful. Just when you'd expect the chosen warriors. Keep it up. next
Relatively
time,
close
too.
for the bullshit matches, I'll say. 48 though. I did less than average.
Alpha team produced some serious numbers. Better start thinking about how you'll use that
I
robot.
suppose it comes down to positioning to use the spam rams like this more effectively. Because again, I'm just getting too close. I'm being surrounded by people that are, you know, all beam aspect to me. I can't actually hit them. Yeah, underwhelming performance on my part there. Not too terrible, not the worst person in the game, but yeah, not exactly fantastic either. Whatever the hell Viv is flying and however they're flying it, they seem to have that pretty down fucking pat. Good for you! Didn't research anything, but it sounds like most people are leaving anyway. Alright. Okay, so, let's see. Well, it's about 10:30, and I think that's enough for this evening. But as you can see, the multiplayer functions. However, you're gonna have to... Well, you're gonna have to find a plane that's competitive, and you're gonna have to try your ass off if you want to beat some of these fucking people out here. But you can still have a pretty close game in most cases. I'd recommend sticking it to 1,500 points if you're just getting into the game and trying to learn what the fuck you're even doing. And just cheating and giving yourself a level 20 plane, whatever hell it is. Or if you know, if you want to go play the Ace planes, I'd advise it as well. But, so, that's it for Ace Combat Infinity this evening, ladies and gentlemen. It works! We haven't crashed! So... that problem solved. So now the release is mostly stable, and now we've got to just adjust to the landscape now that we have the game here, and we can play it. We'll see where this all goes, but until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your host, Horace Widdison. Enjoy the rest of your evening, good night, and I'll see you next time.